Beaver Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Harris. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A pretty good punt there, but also... Return of 12 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Here we go. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And taken down just shy of the 40. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 39, Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Bengals at 2-6 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow airing one out for Boyd. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. They'll give it to Mixon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here we go. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Harris running straight ahead, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now Pickett. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Back to Mixon on 1st down. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Uses the stiff arm. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
And he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw, Pickett. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. He finds Austin complete. And he is going to have the Steelers' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run again with Harris. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are back within a score. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken at the goal line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Here we go. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down, here's Mixon. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
11 common. 12. 12.
Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To the air on first down with Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Off play action. Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
11 empty. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Play action. It's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is taken around the 12. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now Pickett on 4th down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They'll try the right side with Harris. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass. I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here we go.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. When you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was fourth down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Completion good for 14 yards. And they'll be faced with a third and inches. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. First down, and they go back to Harris. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out. Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter, and this defense is once again unable to stop them.
They hand this off to Harris. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Bryant. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Pickett now, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. From 13 yards out. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
11 MP, 11 MP,
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times a to punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Pickett back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. They run for it with Harris. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 4th quarter lead.
11 minus.
They'll let Mixon try to run it in. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Pass complete to Harris. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now Pickett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. To throw, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing, Burrow being chased out left. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he'll be out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stand your...
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Mike Edwards puts it off. And the Bengals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced